Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flick Show. My name is Chris Wong. Finally get to talk about Godzilla. There were a couple things that came up within the last week or so. I never had a chance to talk about it. Now I do. Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle, the anime Netflix sequel to Planet of the Monsters, is going to be out pretty soon, hopefully. And they finally released a trailer of it, right? And so I got to look at the trailer, and my first reaction was like, wow, this looks pretty fun. There's a lot of action in it, a lot of anime type action in it, a lot of homage to like Mothra twins, or maybe those are the Mothra twins, I don't know. But the one thing that really was very interesting is that the use of MechaGodzilla in this, okay? So it's just like how I kind of thought that they're gonna find that lost ancient city, and then there's to find MechaGodzilla again, and then you find all these native people. If there's Mothra twins, maybe Mothra will show up towards the end. You never know. There was a big twist for the last Godzilla film, so there's a third movie coming out, so expect maybe some kind of twist at the end. It could be a Mothra thing for the third one, because Mothra is pretty iconic, as much as iconic as Godzilla and MechaGodzilla. So I would see that pretty much happening. But MechaGodzilla looks strange. Okay, I was kind of taken aback by it, and the route of the design they went by, it made it more like it's like Gundam. It's more like Gundam, Robotech, type. It has wings. It's flying, and it's considerably smaller than the Godzilla in the movie. Okay, so we know that if you haven't watched it already, but Godzilla is really, really big. At the end of the last movie, so it's really huge, and to see this little guy, this flying MechaGodzilla, it just doesn't feel like MechaGodzilla. And maybe because it's so fast, I can't really see what the actual design is. It just looks more like Gundam than MechaGodzilla per se. So hoping there's more to that. I miss the lumbering MechaGodzilla, even the MechaGodzilla that came out to fight Gundam in Ready Player One was much more cooler in design. So not that I'm saying that the Gundam design type of this new MechaGodzilla is not cool. It is cool as a robot, as a mecha suit and whatever, but it's just, I'm not seeing MechaGodzilla out of that. So, but that's my only gripe out of it. I'm still stoked to see it, and it's going to be on Netflix, and I'll get to watch it in the comfort of my own home. So I'm ready to see what happens with that. This Godzilla is proving to be a very, very powerful creature, and one of the biggest, baddest ones Godzilla has ever been so far. So I'm really looking forward to see what happens next to these humans that I wish would all die. Yeah. Weird, I know, but interesting for that. And the next thing is that what appears to be the Rampage movie actor will portray King Ghidorah in Godzilla 2 King of the Monsters. That's right. That's one of the monsters that did a motion capture for the albino gorilla in Rampage. Jason Lyles will be one of the suit actors, or at least one of the motion capture work for the upcoming Godzilla sequel, officially titled Godzilla King of the Monsters. He will portray the dreaded three-headed kaiju from space. I'm getting this off of Godzilla-movies.com. The Wrap reports Jason Lyles, who most recently played the albino gorilla in Dwayne Johnson's Rampage, has been cast as one of several motion capture actors playing Godzilla's three-headed arch enemy in legendary Warner Bros. Godzilla King of the Monsters. The Wrap has learned exclusively. So the one thing interesting here is that when it says one of several motion captures playing Godzilla's three-headed arch enemy, that I could interpret that as meaning he's just going to play one of several motion captures, meaning there's other motion capture actors going to play the other monsters, Rodan, Mothra, Godzilla, of course. He's only playing Ghidorah. But when I look at that and the way the sentence is read, it almost sounds like he's playing only one of the three heads of King Ghidorah, and that'd be kind of interesting. Seeing that King Ghidorah has 3 heads, and maybe in order to control the other arms, his arms would have to go like that, but which had really no problem in Japan, because King Ghidorah only had wings. He had no arms. It was just 3 heads, wings, and feet, and the tail in the back. So does that mean that they're going to go through maybe a slightly different design in which he'll probably have claws and hands? It won't just be 3 heads, and that they'll need a more more. Now, I keep saying suit actors because I'm so used to Godzilla being a suit actor, but more motion capture actors to play the other heads and things like that. Is going to be that complex in the movements and stuff like that, or is it really just him is going to play King Ghidorah, and there's other actors for that? I like to think it's like that, but just reading that, it just makes me curious and scratching my head if maybe possibly they're getting 3 motion capture actors to play each one of the heads to work together and be this massive monster that's walking and lumbering around, or flying around for that matter. So I'm very interested to see what that is. No designs have come out. I cannot believe this. This movie is really tight shut, really private, that nothing has really leaked other than the set photos. It's possible that maybe those 3D designs that were leaked out was a real thing, but nothing has been broken out in big news in any of that fashion. Right now, it's just hearsay of what we could have seen a King Ghidorah, but I am very intrigued to see what America's designs is for King Ghidorah, for Mothra, for Rodan, and then they're saying that Godzilla might even be a little bit different, to maybe a little bit faster in order to fight these monsters in the movie. Now we know O'Shea Jackson said the last fight with King Ghidorah is the most incredible. It's the big, incredible finale. So I'm really hyped up for that. 2019 can't come here soon enough. It's less than a year now. It's less than a year, and I'm really stoked for this. I cannot wait for this movie. I am a huge Godzilla fan, and I can't wait to see any more of the movies with Godzilla. What a time to live in, where we got Pacific Rim, we had a Rampage, we got the Meg. I'm calling the Meg kaiju. Why not? And then Jurassic World. Now we're gonna get Godzilla 2, and then that's not all. We're gonna be getting Godzilla versus Kong. So we automatically know who wins the fight in Godzilla 2 King of the Monsters. Big spoiler, Godzilla wins, because the next movie in the lineup is called Godzilla vs. Kong, and it seems like they have a working title that's being revealed. The working title, according to a recent listing of Production Weekly, is called Apex. That's right, Apex Predator, the top predator. So and that's very fitting for a movie, Godzilla and Kong, both apex predators in their own right in a single movie. Does that mean one will have to come out on top? I hope it's Godzilla. And it is revealed that it will be taking place, it will start going into production this late October in Atlanta. It will be also shot in the same location as the upcoming movie Godzilla vs. King of the Monsters. So that is great. I mean, it's unbelievable. When you hear about that, when Thomas Tull had long time ago says, "Oh, we're gonna make Godzilla 2 King of the Monsters with Rodan, King Ghidorah, and Mothra, and we're gonna make Godzilla versus Kong." It felt like a dream, like a something that's not possible. And just hearing that, okay, Godzilla 2 is finished shooting, they're just working on the post-production. Oh my god, it's so much closer, that much closer. We're gonna get something at Comic-Con for sure, some kind of teaser for sure, and I can't wait for that. And then they said Godzilla versus Kong is going into production in late October. That dream of these movies, big budget, modern, is amazing. What where are we living in right now? You know, I am so, that's so awesome. I thought these movies would only exist in Japan, and only exist in a B movie type material. But thanks to Hollywood and this newfound love for kaiju movies, we're gonna get some awesome stuff in the future. I don't know. Someone was it Austin Trench, who was on Facebook, mentioned that maybe Ultraman could one day show up, and I'm like, well, after Godzilla vs. Kong, if everything's received and good and well, the sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. We're gonna get Gamera one day. Godzilla vs. Gamera. I'm all there. I'm all here for it. Let's make it happen. All right, guys. What do you guys think about this news? What did you guys think about MechaGodzilla? Looking a little bit like Gundam in the Godzilla anime sequel. Godzilla vs. King of the Monsters. Do you think there's going to be more than one motion capture actor for King Ghidorah? Or they're just talking about several different actors? And also, Godzilla vs. Kong. It's finally starting in October, of course. But they've got a working title, and it's called Apex, because there can be only one king of the monsters. All right, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.